Welcome to the Tattoo Room Unfiltered. I'm the host with the most, Devon Leroy. Today I got another one of my homeboys, Cornell Ford, on the couch. Cornell is a film director, and he's been producing movies for the last couple years, at least 10, 15, as long as I've known him. He's been producing movies. So we're going to turn the couch over and get inside his mind a little bit, see what his thoughts process as he come to make these movies and bringing them out to y'all.
Word.
So, what up, Corn?
What up,
How you
though?
doing today,
Man, it's
fellow?
all good,
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes, sir,
I
man.
see you doing big things, brother.
Man, I appreciate it, fam. Yeah, trying to get
Yeah.
like you, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. Before we even get started, brother, I wanted to
Yeah.
say thank you for being a part of my process. You have been a part of it. You've
Yes,
been
sir.
in a couple of the movies. You've been behind the scenes, working with me. Ever since we was at the studio, at Hopetown Studios, you've been
Yeah.
there. You know what I'm saying? So you've been a part of my journey to a percentage. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yes,
I
sir.
want to
Yes,
say
sir.
thank you for that. I see you doing big things with the tattoo room,
Yes, sir.
man.
Gratitude. Gratitude.
You
Yeah.
doing great things, man. I want to say thank you for that,
Yes,
brother.
sir, man. I appreciate it. I
For sure.
appreciate it. So, shit, man, the first question I really just ask everybody is where you from? Where it say on your birth certificate?
I'm from Chicago, South Side, over
Yeah.
east by the lake.
Okay, okay,
You
okay.
know,
Stay to the lake.
stay to the lake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
born and raised over there, and moved to Waukegan in 1996. I was
Okay, for sure. Yeah,
23 when
yeah.
I moved up here. Just had to get out the city, man. At the time, I wasn't really doing too much, wasn't working, and just that was just the best opportunity to get into a lot of trouble.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I ended up meeting somebody up here in '95. A year later, I moved up
Yeah, yeah.
here.
So, yeah, I never knew that. So you spent most of well, all your whole childhood in the city.
Yeah, yeah,
So, what was that like for you? Because that's a completely different experience from out here. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
As a shorty growing up, I was around. Okay, let's just go back. When you talking about the early '80s,
Yeah,
when
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
See that? Yeah, that was Chicago.
yeah, that's Chicago. So
Yeah,
being like 7, 8 years old, growing up, you got bullies and you got gangs and you got all that stuff like that. So fortunately enough for me, I wasn't involved in none of that stuff coming up.
yeah.
I was more or less into sports.
Okay, for
Thank
sure.
God for sports, man. Sports kept me out of any type of trouble,
Yeah,
and I was just strictly sports fanatic. I love sports to this day,
yeah.
and thank God for that. And then as I got older, teenage years, I played ball in high school.
Okay, for sure. What high
Uh,
school did you go to?
CVS.
Oh,
Well,
okay, Chicago Vocational.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's
yeah.
CVAC now.
Okay, yeah.
They done switched up the name, but
Yeah, they
CVS.
switch up everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause I'm from 39th and Ellis. I
Okay.
tried to take the kids back to the old neighborhood.
Yeah.
They wanted to move back.
Yeah. Row houses.
Yeah, nah,
Row.
not no more. They got real nice townhomes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, they tore our buildings down. So
Okay.
I think it came out like 94, 95.
Okay.
But I was like 11, 10, 12.
Oh,
You
okay.
know what I'm saying? Something like that. So,
Yeah.
but nah, it's real nice over there, man. It ain't.
It ain't like it used to be.
Nah, it ain't. I was trying to show them something different. You know what I'm saying? I got
Hmm.
surprised when we got there. Like, nah, this ain't where Dad from for real.
Yeah, exactly. I
It
got
was a
you.
little different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the one stop was still there though.
Mhm.
Off 43rd. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? So we used to go over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't familiar with the low end like that.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah. I know
saying?
you from over by 63rd. So, but 63rd was just as bad though. Well, I like you. I wasn't in the gang stuff. My grandma was watching me and stuff. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. Did you hang out outside a lot?
Yeah, I was outside quite a bit,
Yeah,
fam. I was grandma's baby. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Grew up on the grandma's a lot. Just me being outside consisting of sports. It was
yeah. Okay,
always
yeah.
sports, man. It was always baseball off the wall, going
Mm,
to the park, shooting hoops, touch football. Anything that had to do with sports. That
yeah.
mostly was why I was the reason why I was outside.
Okay, yeah.
And other than that, though, it was just in the house. You
Yeah,
feel me?
and then back then I remember it like for the sports, the basketball court I was off limits. You know what I'm saying? Like the game bang, they might be there a little bit,
Hmm.
but they wasn't shooting it up. You know what I'm saying? The
Right.
kids was pretty much safe a little bit. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like you say, your grandma was there, so I'm sure they knew your grandma.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Even on the court, sometimes you had
Yeah,
you had few bangers, few dealers out there that was nice with it too. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And they would come out there, but that was the one place that you felt safe because that was like respect.
Yeah.
You might get a squab here and there, but wasn't nobody shooting nobody. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And
Yeah, it
even
was
if
more
you was,
protected.
yeah, and even if you was a shorty and they see you was nice with it, you know what I'm saying? They would keep you out of the fray of the mess.
Hmm.
And just be like, oh, this shorty, he cool. I'll pick him up on my squad or like that. So,
Yeah.
fortunately enough for me, man, I had enough game, so to speak, to keep out of trouble. And then I just wasn't trying to get in trouble no way, man. I was scared of all that mess, man. Seeing
Yeah.
how mugs get popped off and how mugs would get off that cocaine and crack, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they had the game, but then they're going to this direction, and next thing you know, they doing like dude on above the rim, you know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
Balling
yeah.
against nobody,
What
you
is
know
the
what I'm saying?
nigga? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying on the court,
He said you get mad bumps today.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
yeah, I was just, regular kid, just love sports and, thank God for it.
Yeah. So who was your biggest rival in high school on the basketball court?
Simeon.
Okay, okay. Was
Simeon
there
High
a player
School.
in particular?
Belifa Parks.
Yeah.
Belifa Parks. And then when we played into like the quarterfinals of the city, it was Kiwan Garris.
Okay, okay, yeah.
Kiwan Garris, and then them cats on the west side was just different. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they got a little different basketball.
Nah, they was
game.
just too quick, fam. Them cats, and they wasn't the biggest cats.
Nah, it's still the same. What you talking about, like Westinghouse? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Be a team full of guards.
Yeah, team full of
Hmm.
guys, and they be
Yeah, they was
stripping
like
the
that when I
ball.
was in there.
Man, so I mean, them cats, South Shore High School,
Yeah.
Hyde Park, back in the, those teams, those high schools was really popping. So
Yeah.
those were some of our biggest rivals. But you definitely Simeon, man. Simeon seemed to just be a thorn in our side when we was coming up.
Yeah, yeah.
Them cats was good.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they remain good pretty much the whole
Yeah.
time. Yeah, so I see they got a nice classical program
Yeah,
going
yeah,
on
they
over
do.
there.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. D Rose,
For sure.
Jabari Parker.
Deion Thomas.
Yeah, yeah.
Nick Anderson.
Yeah, I ain't know Nick went there.
Nick went there. He
Yeah.
went to Prosser first.
Yeah,
Then he transferred over. Then obviously you got Ben Wilson
yeah,
from Simeon. So they got legends.
yeah,
coming out
yeah,
of
for
there.
sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Basketball real big in the city, man. That's where
Yeah.
I got my love for.
Oh yeah.
I was supposed to go to King with Mari Sawyer, Leon Smith. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? When they was coming up, man, we ended up going to Warren. And
Okay.
we ended up seeing them downstate, though.
Mhm.
Same squad.
Did y'all win though?
We ain't had to play them.
When y'all...
Yeah, nah, they lost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they lost to St. Joseph's.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so then we played St. Joseph's in the championship.
Now was that Willie Gates now, or he was gone?
Brandon
then?
Watkins.
Man, I don't even know him.
Yeah, no, this was 99.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
Gene Pingator was the coach still, though.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
Alright.
yeah, it was a classic one, man. I
Yeah.
didn't want to play King. You know what I'm saying? Mari
Yeah.
Sawyer, he had his own shoe in high school.
Mhm.
Leon Smith was for sure going to the league. He
I
was,
definitely remember Leon.
yeah, he was 7 feet.
Yeah.
Then they had this other nigga, Demetrius. He was another 7-footer, but he could just jump.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, just like Simeon, King has a litany of legends too.
Yeah.
You can go to Marcus Liberty, Jamie Brandon, Thomas Hamilton, Rashad Griffith.
Yeah.
All them cats. And then that's just to name a few of them, man. So we both was blessed to see greatness coming from Chicago.
Yeah, yeah.
And that I'm fortunate to have been in that golden era of basketball within the city.
Yeah.
It was a lot of good games. We got a lot of good players, man, and that's something that sticks with me, and I'm glad to be a part of it. Like I said, it kept me out the streets, fam. Basketball, it just kept me, even to the point it helped me get to junior college and play ball for a couple of years.
Okay, for sure, for
And
sure.
I
How was
wasn't
that for you?
It was cool, man. When I was at CVS, I played with Juwan Howard my last year.
Oh, okay, yeah, for
5'5"
sure, for sure.
Juwan Howard, yeah.
He was short?
No.
Oh, you said Fab 5.
5'5".
Oh, I thought you said 5'5", Juwan.
No,
I was
no.
gonna say he was 5'5".
5'5", yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Juwan,
Chicago got a lot of ballers that done came through the league.
Yeah,
And it be conversations like this where I be forgetting.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just how many it's been.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
and Juwan, man, he had a work ethic out this world. 6'9", can handle the ball and stuff like that. So just playing with him, and then I was able. I wasn't even close to being the best player on the team, but I
Yeah.
had talent enough to go to junior college at Kishwaukee Junior College out there by the DeKalb, and I did pretty good for 2 years, man. You know, first year I wasn't one of the best players. I was just defense. You know,
Yeah, yeah, for
pitch
sure.
in like 8 points a game, but then my sophomore year I hit 21 and a half a game
Yeah, okay,
because
yeah, that's a big jump. Yeah,
they needed some scoring, and then I just naturated between the freshman and sophomore year, and unfortunately for me, you know, I didn't have the guidance to go past
yeah.
junior college. You know, I was just a knucklehead kid, 19 years old, barely wanted to go to class. All I wanted to do was ball. And then
Okay,
if
yeah,
I'd had somebody in my ear like, bro, you need to take this route and you can push to the next level,
yeah,
I just didn't have the discipline at the time.
yeah,
You know, so but the experience I'll never forget, man. You know, I got some tape, you know, I can look back at, you know,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
for
man,
sure, for
you
sure.
know, check me out when I was, you know what I'm saying? But it was a nice experience, got away from the city, met some interesting people,
Yeah,
and, you know, it just something, it was just really something different for
yeah, for sure.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm glad you said that because that's part of the reason why I started the show like this.
yeah,
Is so that, like even me, I only play basketball because my little brother was playing. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
He like 7 years younger than me, so
Hmm.
it's easy for me to watch you be playing basketball. You know, we gonna have fun,
Yeah,
time fly, and you know what I'm saying? You ain't getting in trouble. When we
right.
go home, you go to sleep. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Then it just started working for me, but nobody was like, man, you should stick to this, man. As a
yeah,
matter of fact, come play. I never played AAU basketball.
yeah.
Nah, I ain't never
I
played
didn't
not
either,
one
man.
game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but like that be the difference. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? And so like that's why I like to do this show. Get somebody like you. Like you don't have to be try to be Hollywood Denzel. You
Hmm.
could be a writer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You could be a cameraman. You could do lights, boom operator.
Yeah,
Like these is lucrative jobs right now in here.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they don't have to be stuck in that frame of thinking that this all they can do or this all they can be.
Yeah, and it's a testament to what could possibly happen if you have mentors and people to
Yeah,
just guide you in the right direction.
yeah,
You know, if you got a dad in your life, for example, or uncle, brother, somebody, or even if it ain't family, if it's just somebody that just see something in you and they like, man, I'm gonna take this young brother or sister under my wing and I'm gonna push them in this
yeah,
direction because
for
I
sure.
see something. You know, that's a testament to people out there that do that for young people. You know, so even though I didn't have that, I'm fortunate enough to still have the sense to try to do something that's productive as I got older.
Yeah,
And then I found music. You know, I found music early on, and through music, you know, as you know,
yeah,
back at the studio, you know, we was popping, man. We
yeah,
had it going on. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? At Hopetown Studio, rest in peace, Jeff. Uh, and you know, it's just something that I found a love for,
Yeah, for sure.
and I just moved into that direction. Um, and then after that, I later on, you said about 2 years after I really was getting into it, you know, with
Yeah,
the investing into the equipment and everything like that, seriously,
mhm,
I started to naturate into wanting to do movies
yeah,
and stuff. So, um, you know, it's been a ride, man, and I appreciate every aspect of my life as it is presently because, you know, everything starts from having some type of work ethic
yeah,
and a vision, and then you push forward. You know, whether you got a guide, a person to guide you or not, you have to have something in you to want to do something productive. And I
yeah,
always felt like I got a talent to do something. I've discovered this. Okay, well, shoot, I can double down on it if I do this. You
yeah,
know,
yeah, for sure.
so starting from music, man, and then when I started making the movies, it was just something different
Yeah,
than what most people was doing around in this community. You know, everybody was seemed to be had been doing music for a while, but
yeah,
then I'm like, okay, let me try to do something a little different, and then I started to do movies and stuff like that, and to the point where years later, man, I'm here, got what I'm like 11 movies in,
yeah, yeah. See, man, I
yeah,
done lost count. That's why I
yeah,
ain't tried to put no number up at the beginning.
yeah. About 11 movies in. I think I
Yeah,
got
that's
about what
fantastic, man. Yeah,
about 6 short films, 5 features.
yeah,
Um, about to do another one. So yeah, man, this fortunate.
yeah. So, what was the first movie that you wrote and produced?
The first movie is
Hmm.
called The Beat,
Okay.
and that was with my homeboy Smokey the Bandit,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We had him on the couch.
2006.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's my guy. Big up to Smoke. He was the first person I started doing videos with.
yeah,
He was with me with my first movie. He starred in the beat with me. Um, and then after that, I did Thirsty. A couple of movies called Thirsty. They were short films. It was
Yeah.
more just some hood stuff going
Okay,
on.
yeah.
And then after that, I moved into A Music Son, which was my first feature.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do something a little different than the hood shoot 'em up, bang bang thing. I wanted to kind of switch it up and do some drama,
Yeah.
something that your auntie, your mom could watch,
Yeah.
and feel comfortable watching it. But yeah, the first one was the beat was Smokey, and that was about some music that was lost, ended up getting
Yeah.
found by somebody, and they had success off the music that we made.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You feel me? And
Yeah.
stuff. So big up to Smoke again, man, for jumping in with me on that, helping me start my career.
Yeah, for sure. And
Yeah.
that's a conflicting feeling to have, cause
Mhm.
like I swear I done said some bars and some songs
Mhm.
that I done heard Drake and Wayne and them say, and
Mhm.
it's like, man, I know these niggas ain't steal my rhymes,
Right.
but it's like how they hear my rhymes. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I ain't nobody, but even still though, that's just one of them conflicting thoughts. Like it make you
Mhm.
feel like you good enough to make it, but you mad that somebody used your stuff
Right.
to make it though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a
Mhm.
good topic though.
Yeah.
How you come up with that idea? That happened to you?
Nah, man. I
Yeah,
think with it just being something that's on the creative side, I was thinking, what can I do
yeah,
to make my first movie? What would be a good topic? And being the fact that I was at the studio at the time, I wanted to kind of weave in music
yeah,
into something I was doing on the music side. So it just popped in my head, oh, some music got lost. The exact thought I don't know where, but I knew that I wanted to weave music into it somehow, and
yeah,
I was smoking a lot of weed back then, you know what I'm saying? So you know how
yeah.
how
Getting them
that go.
thoughts.
Thoughts started coming, and that concept just popped up.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to write that out? Write that book? I mean,
Uh,
not the book. My fault. The movie.
it probably was about shit, that was a long time. I would say probably about a couple of months.
Yeah. Oh,
It
okay.
didn't
Yeah.
take me that long to come up to get it all the way out there. That was my first time ever writing a script, so I didn't
Yeah.
have a screenplay format down. I was doing it just on some what I thought I was supposed to do it as.
Yeah.
And then the cast was mostly the people that was coming to the studio,
Okay. Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
was just
Yeah. For
reaching
sure.
out to them, like my homie Duke Million back in the day.
Yeah. Well, how you still talk to fam? I remember,
I ain't
cuz.
talked to Cuz in a long time, man.
Yeah, man. It's like he almost disappeared for a minute
Yeah,
and shit,
but I
man.
ran into his sister, so
Yeah, for sure.
she told me that he's doing good.
Okay, for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
He's
That's
doing some
love.
good
Yeah.
stuff. And brother Swizz, brother Swopes, um, and then like I say, Smoke was in that thing. I forget who else was in there, but it was more or less everybody that was coming to the studio,
Yeah.
and then they was just a part of it, man. So that was the cast, pretty
Yeah.
much.
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure. So, what was your favorite project and your most difficult or least favorite?
Least favorite to work to do. Well, I love doing all of them.
Yeah.
I love doing all of them.
Or
I would
most
say
difficult one?
the most difficult
Yeah. Yeah.
one
Yeah.
was
We'll put it that way. Most difficult
the
one.
most difficult one was Eyes from Eden, the
Yeah.
one I did in 2016. And what made it difficult was there was such a long gap in between filming.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is the time where I'm really learning about film production, how to go about pre-production, how to
Yeah.
go about filming stuff, how to go about scheduling and stuff like that, and working around other people's schedules.
Okay.
So it took like 8, 9 months. I had to recast some people that
Yeah.
thought they was ready. Then we get in the middle of it. Then you don't hear from them. You calling them, they ain't picking up. So
Yeah.
that's stalling production.
Yeah. The whole production stuff.
Yeah, so they like one of the main characters, so it's like, man, I can't even get in touch with this person. So I have to recast and do stuff over.
Yeah.
So Eyes from Eden was the most difficult one. It taught me a lot too, though. It taught me how to never rely on what you prepare. Always understand that what you prepare, a lot of it is gonna be different than what you're gonna prepare.
Yeah.
You know, you just don't bank that it's gonna go as smooth as you prepared. You know, it probably ain't gonna never work like that.
Yeah.
So it taught me how to be aware of how to prepare productions and stuff like that, and how to identify certain commitments, how to be committed, how you know how to make sure that people that that you want to be in your productions to be committed to it. Make sure
Yeah.
you can recognize, okay, these people really want to get down, because if not, then it's just like a lot of wasted time and stuff. So that was the most challenging one. Other
Yeah.
than that, though, man, shoot, everything since then, it still has some challenges going forward in other productions, you know.
Hmm.
But I'm just happy that I was able to learn from it. I got it all. People liked the movie, and it was cool.
Yeah, yeah. So and then what was your favorite movie to do so far?
Favorite movie, I would say,
Or which one you like the most?
uh, it's between Music Son, which was the first feature I did.
Mhm.
Uh, Man, it's tough to say which one, man, because I like all of them. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah,
I like all of them, man. Um, yes, that's a tough one, man. That's a
yeah.
tough one. The one that I wish I could have did a little different was Let's Shake on It. That was my second one.
Okay, okay.
It was just too long. I could have. Actually, when I re-edited, it was 104 minutes long. I re-edited it down to 80 minutes.
Okay.
So it was a lot I
Yeah.
learned in terms of editing with that project.
Hmm.
But like, man, all of them, like, I love all of them,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, for
You know,
sure.
it's just like, man, all of them.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And
Yeah,
see, what I like about your movies is the messages that you put in them. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? They usually wholesome messages, like uh, a new age, but with the old school ways. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like you bring it up to date, but like the philosophies are still old school. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
The man, woman, family. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? They got the problems. They trying to work through it. They're not
Yeah,
running from them. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Not too much cussing and violence. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Just to give a whole different perspective of black people in general too.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's what I always appreciate about your movies though.
yeah. And it's done with a conscience too.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, to make sure that I can represent something of the culture, something of some positive with reality with it,
yeah,
to make sure it just ain't so Hollywood that, oh, I don't believe that. You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah, for
saying?
sure.
I
Yeah,
want to make sure that you can relate to it with a good quality of you know, cinematography. Make sure it's cinematic.
yeah,
Make sure that people can stay interested. Hopefully, they can relate to it. You know what I mean?
hmm,
And just enjoy it. Just enjoy it and be able to like yeah, I like that. That was good. I like the message. I like the whole concept. You know, I want people to just be able to see something of value in it, rather than
yeah,
it just being something that's thrown together, ain't had much thought. You know, people wondering, well, why they do this in that scene, or why he got this and that.
yeah,
I want everything to make sense, and then you can leave with some of value
yeah,
and just be entertained at the same time.
yeah, yeah. And then it ain't no not destructive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like as compared to what's all going on out right now.
yeah,
You know, like to shoot them up. They want to highlight the negative part of
right,
everything. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And then for me, even like Tyler Perry, you know what I'm
mm,
saying? Look, he would be close to your message, but I just felt if he did a grandfather, it'd be just as funny.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's all.
yeah,
But that's that's his personal opinion.
yeah,
That's mine. That's you know what I'm saying. But yours ain't like that. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That's the other thing I appreciate about
yeah,
it
for
too,
sure,
though.
for
You know what
sure.
I'm saying? So like these are all conscious efforts that you put into your movies when you creating them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure, for sure.
Sometimes I more or less I think about what's going on today that I can put into something, but then I twist something else into it,
Yeah,
and to make it with the entertainment value.
yeah,
Um, with the movie Hope Town, I wanted to,
yeah. I think that was my
yeah,
favorite. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah. I mean, you know, big ups to SP,
yeah,
Quita, D Lad,
yeah. D Lad.
Ernie
Yeah,
Brown, legendary, the
hmm.
Hall of Famer, Ernie Brown, trainer, and all the brothers and sisters that was in that movie. That was clutch, man.
Yeah,
But when I did that movie, I had a conscience of wanting to explore how gun violence can mess up a community.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And then how you could use boxing rather than street violence and gun
Yeah,
violence to solve issues if you got an issue. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So I was conscious in doing that. And when I actually, it's from a book that I wrote in 2014 called Stone Cold. And at
hmm
the time, which is still existing, but stuff was going on in the city.
yeah,
It just didn't make no sense, man. Mugs was killing each other like just like it was just the everyday thing to get up and do. Just
yeah,
I'm finna shoot this mug that's gonna kill. And it just was bothering me.
yeah, yeah,
So
for
I just
sure.
started. I said, you know what? I'm gonna write something somewhat like therapy, but I'm
hmm
gonna intertwine some boxing with it
Yeah,
because that's something that could, if you want to get tension off, you can use this way. And I came up with creative ways. Again, remember I was smoking a lot of weed,
yeah,
so I
yeah.
mean
There ain't nothing wrong with it. A
I
little
was like,
medicine.
you feel me? So it was just like stuff started coming to me left and right about how to make it an entertainment as well as a message and something that if you're looking at it from a community aspect, you can see, okay, yeah, this will be cool if we can do this, and the
Yeah,
community can benefit from it just by seeing this visual and stuff. So yeah, most of the stuff I write has been with a conscious of what can I do to have something of value with it, and then when you're looking at it, you can take something. Hopefully, you can relate to it. Now that being said, my short film horrors
yeah.
with some fun stuff. You know what I'm
Okay, yeah, yeah,
saying? We
yeah,
just like let's get together. Let's create something that's on the horror genre.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It may not have the best message or even a message at all. We were just being crazy and stuff like that.
yeah,
But then
yeah.
that's just
A
one
little
to
different side.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
just something to have something that you keep sharp at your craft.
yeah,
Work with some people, get people in front of the camera that want to do stuff, and that's just to keep the art going.
yeah,
But
yeah.
most of the stuff I make, man, is gotta have some type of message to it and entertainment value. Hopefully, that somebody can take from it as they can relate to.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's like you're saying about the stuff going on in the city. I'm feeling the same way.
Mm.
Like them young guys, they getting a lot of money with the music, and they want to kill each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate, especially over the songs. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? A lot of things they saying is some hard things to listen to. But
Hmm.
like man, it's just too much money to be killing yourself, and now it ain't worth nothing. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's like a Bible verse,
Hmm.
where you know what I'm saying you gain the world to lose your soul. You know what I'm saying? You really losing your life for a
Right.
couple dollars on your songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, and it's sad. It's sad, like you had mentioned earlier. You can do, man, you can do a lot of different things.
Yeah.
You can do music, you can do sound engineering, you can do lights, you can do boom.
Mhm.
I think a lot of the young people aren't exposed to a lot of this stuff. They don't
Yeah.
have somebody showing them that they can do this type of stuff, that you may be interested. You just have to be shown it. And, you can be a product of your environment to me if you choose to be.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be shown certain things to help that process of not being there, I believe.
Mhm.
You know, and just these young cats today, man, I just wish that they could understand that the thought that you put in for something evil, that
Yeah.
same intelligence you can put into something of value and be positive about it. And
Yeah.
then you can move, because you're still young. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? You still young. You
Yeah,
still in
that's the
your
thing.
20s.
Yeah, they're gonna mess your life up.
Man, dude, we
Something
still,
small.
man, bro, you in your
Mhm.
20s, man. Sister, you in your 20s.
Yeah.
Like, and when we was in our 20s, we had, I'm pretty sure we did some bonehead stuff.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
At the same time, we had a conscience of some type of value to do something that was more
Yeah.
positive and productive. And I don't know if it was maybe we just had a vision
Yeah.
or we had some influence to go behind it.
Mhm.
Um, I would hope the same for the young brothers and sisters today, man. It's just bad. It's really bad, man. They're doing a
Yeah.
lot of crazy stuff out
Yeah, the world a little different than what they living in. So from what I think they got less chance, less room for error.
here.
You know what I'm saying? The smallest slips up a little more major now. You know what I'm saying? You can't. They got the social media, so
Yeah.
like even the Waukegan school districts, they trying to sue Instagram and Facebook for allowing the kids to be able to go back and forth on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
And
I didn't
so,
even know that.
yeah, it's because it's causing fights and problems in school. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So they got to deal with that these days. We ain't really have all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's a real different time. So but also like so for you, you know what I'm saying, some of the things that like I've told the kids just based off from seeing you was going to the unions. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying, and working behind the scenes on like Chicago Fire, Chicago PD. So
Mhm.
how'd you get in tune with that?
Well, this is my guy Jerry Brown.
Mm-hmm.
The guy Jerry Brown, who back in 2006 when I first made my first short, he
Yeah,
was already in the union,
yeah,
and he stayed next door to the studio that I was working out of. And one day he came over, introduced himself. We was outside smoking weed, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And he was like, "Man, y'all see you over here at the studio?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Maybe you ever thought about making a movie?" I was like, "Nah, not really. I'm over here making these beats and stuff." And then he was like, "Man, you should think about it. You should try it out." So he was one that helped me produce the movie. And then moving forward, about 2009, he was like, "Man, you should come down to the union. We ain't
yeah,
got enough brothers down there. And I was just like, I don't know about all that. I was just trying to do my own thing. I ain't really know nothing about no union. Wasn't even really interested about trying to find out about no union. None of that. So I would say fast forward to 2013, I started getting interested because I had made a couple of movies.
yeah,
So I was like, okay, let me inquire about what this union thing is about. So I went down to the union in the city, chopped it up with the president and stuff like that, and I got introduced to this 5-day course.
okay, for sure.
Yeah, I went down there and it was a free course,
Mm-hmm.
and it was doing all type of stuff. I didn't know what the hell was going on, fam. It's like
Yeah,
totally brand new to me.
yeah,
And then once I started kind of understanding it, I put it together with what I was doing. Okay, so this is more or less professional grade stuff.
yeah,
And so then uh, a year later, I started to get work under a permit in the union and
mm-hmm.
stuff. So I wasn't quite behind the scenes yet. I was doing like labor stuff, carpentry, helping build
Yeah,
sets and everything.
okay, for sure. Yeah,
And then the president, he said, "Man, look, if you really want to get into this, you might want to figure out what you want to do. So I'm gonna hire you. I'm gonna have them hire you to be a grip
yeah.
on such and such show." And I'm like, "Grip? What the hell? I ain't know what that was."
Yeah, yeah. I was just gonna ask you to explain it for the people.
Yeah, man. Being a grip is more or less a person that's behind the scenes of a film or TV series that helps the cameraman, the lighting department, set up diffusion and manipulation of lighting, stuff
Yeah,
like that. Help move things that need to be moved, setting up stands
yeah,
to uh, just help with the cinematography and lighting of stuff, making
yeah,
sure you got the proper shadows, the proper reflection, helping with helping with other departments.
yeah,
Pretty much, you
yeah.
helping them out.
So
Okay,
would you say that's more like an introductory job
yeah,
to? Okay, for sure.
I would definitely say if you want to get into film, that's something that you will benefit from doing that first as a grip,
Yeah,
because you'll be understanding why certain departments need this and why certain departments are doing that,
yeah.
because you're helping aid them to what they need to get done. Okay, so when I started to do that, I did that for like a year or two,
Okay,
and I
for sure.
really
Yeah,
started to understand some of the lighting processes and how why it's important to be a part of that crew, like how important that crew is.
yeah,
And then after that, I moved and started helping with lights, more or less, which was almost similar to helping with the grips, but I'm actually working with the lights,
yeah,
moving the lights and understanding why lights are positioned this way, and reflection and diffusion, and why you need shadows, and then this,
yeah,
you know what I mean? So I started understanding that whole process of the importance of lighting in film, watching the camera as you move the light. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? They're like,
yeah,
lamp left, this, that, and the third. So I start understanding lingo
Yeah.
and start understanding the reasons why in
Hmm.
that regards.
Yeah, because that's what I found out when I was in it. It's more of a language.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's not difficult, but the language is difficult.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You just
Especially
got
when
to
you
figure
coming
that
in,
out.
you got to
Yeah.
figure out why
Hmm.
they saying this, and
Hmm.
what that mean. And then when you figure out why you doing what you doing, it's starting to click. Like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, this is why they have to turn down the f stop on the camera because this much light is coming in and this and that. So
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
put two and two together because I was working with a camera making some short films and movies. So I started putting stuff together.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'm doing this camera work and this lighting work. This is why these go together.
Yeah, for sure,
And
for
so I
sure.
start to stuff started making sense.
Yeah.
And then over time, I kept doing that. And then though I was just really into that field, gripping and some lights.
Yeah.
I was doing more gripping than anything. But then I started to figure out, well, shoot, I'm grasping this now. I want to kind of do more on the camera side now. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So then I started to move closer to doing sports,
Okay. Yeah.
working with the camera on the sports, doing
Yeah.
Comcast when the Comcast was, doing the sports and everything. I was doing some camera work then. Um, then I started to delve into sound more.
Yeah.
You feel me? This being having the background of studio production and things like that,
Yeah.
engineering,
Hmm.
I moved from that and I started to understand this type of sound. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Live sound. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Learning how to set up mics on the field and learning frequencies and learning the different aspects of sound and learning stuff with the camera and why do the technical director in the booth in the
Yeah.
truck doing what he doing. And so I just started putting a lot of things together. So I started learning. I learned. I, I think my path was a good path to take
Oh yeah. Yeah.
because I didn't jump straight to something
Yeah.
without knowing the basic, and then it just started to year after year grow into understanding this and why this
Yeah.
is this, and then ultimately leading me to today where I'm on big sets as a boom operator, holding the boom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Understanding that what people think that's just a person holding a stick
Yeah.
with a microphone, but it's so much more to go
Oh
into
yeah. It's
that.
a lot, and you got to be strong.
And you gotta be strong. You feel me? So it's like if I didn't know about lights, I wouldn't understand. Or if I didn't know about camera, if I didn't know about lenses, if I didn't know about lights, I would have a hard time as a boom operator
Yeah.
because you need to know why, certain widths of camera lenses,
Yeah.
and when they call out 25 millimeter, that's a wide lens, so you ain't gonna be able to get in all the way because
Yeah.
it's a wide lens. Whereas a 50, you can get in closer.
Yeah.
You gotta know if the light is over here, that your shadow gonna be over there, so you can't stand over there because your boom gonna be in the shadow, gonna form a shadow.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? So you have
the
to
movie,
learn.
yeah.
You have to learn.
Or the scene. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a I would say it's a very enjoyable process learning from where I started
Yeah.
to now where I'm at, and it's still so much to learn.
Oh yeah, 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 for sure. Cause so going through that process, you feel like that's really strengthened your abilities in making your movies for an independent movie maker like yourself.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and also it helps me to help other people
Yeah,
that want to make a movie.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I can be an asset on not only my own movies, but somebody else that's making
yeah,
something. If you need a sound dude, I can take care of that for you. You feel what I'm
yeah.
saying? If you
Hmm.
need somebody to help with direction or, maybe assist with the lights a little bit, I have an idea of what's going on and
Yeah,
stuff. So when I'm making my own movies, I've had to learn how to let go of some responsibilities, which I was trying to wear all the hats at first.
yeah,
You can't run camera and a boom at the same time. You can't do stuff like that.
yeah,
You gotta
yeah, for
have
sure.
somebody
Yeah.
else you can trust to
Hmm.
help you out. But if I could aid in helping you help me, then that's good because I learned something that I can show somebody else, and then hopefully, man, hopefully they could take something that I've shown them and take it somewhere else
Yeah, yeah. It'd
and
be a
blossom from
win-win.
that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it definitely helps me know what to look for, know how to prepare for production, and you know, still learning, man.
yeah. Oh yeah. Somebody hit me the other day. Said they seen me on Tubi.
Yeah,
Man, what is you talking about, man?
yeah, yeah. You on
And
there?
then, yeah, that's what I was saying, man. When you put the movie, what Mama Says, it's the movie What Mama Says. It's out on Tubi.
Yeah,
Y'all go check it out. It's written and produced by Cornell Ford.
yeah.
So this is a home movie. But when you put that on Tubi?
Well, it got up there on the 8th of August.
Okay, yeah,
And I reached out to brother Marcus Follins for some aid to
yeah,
help him with some ideas and stuff
yeah.
like that. And he helped direct it too.
Okay,
And
for
this was
sure,
just
yeah.
my attempt to let off some of the responsibilities. You know, I didn't want to just continue to everything got to be me, 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 me. You
Yeah,
know, I
yeah,
wanted to kind of get some people that I knew that had an interest in it to come aid in the process too. So he helped out
yeah,
with ideas and stuff like that. But it was fun, man.
yeah, for sure,
Them
for
cats
sure.
was acting crazy.
Yeah,
They had Big Drew in there. You know, he was acting crazy. You know, it's a fun movie, and uh, it's on Tubi.
yeah,
It came out
for sure.
August 8th. It's already up there. Um, yeah, man. So it was just something. Again, it got a message in it.
Mhm.
It's funny.
Yeah,
It's about an irresponsible young man who's almost 30 who finally gets his first apartment.
yeah,
A lot of young brothers still living with their moms out here.
yeah,
A lot
yeah,
of sisters
yeah.
living with their moms.
Mhm.
So I always wanted to bring a message that you can get up out of that situation, but you got to work hard at getting it done
Yeah, for
and
sure.
learn how to sustain it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, that's the key part.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and get yourself into a situation to where you doing it on your own. You
Yeah,
ain't just depending on mama. You can get out there, hustle for it, make it work for you, and just have ambition to do more and step out rather than just stand at the nest.
yeah.
Get on out there, especially when you almost 30. You need to
Mhm.
get on out there, take care of
Yeah, figure
yourself.
something out. It's about
Yeah,
that time.
yeah, you grown. You
Yeah,
feel me?
it's about that time to
Go
figure
out there
something
and
out.
get it done. So it was fun, man.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a big move right there
yeah,
too. 'Cause I showed when I got the call, like, what you talking about, man? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause,
yep.
I think when you do that movie a couple years ago, wasn't it?
COVID,
Yeah,
COVID
okay.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it was a couple years ago. I forgot about it.
yeah, man. Yeah, you know that was one. That was another movie that it took more. It took longer than I felt it should have taken to film it
Hmm.
because people's schedules
Yeah.
and it was just a lot of stuff going on. And the reason why it took so long actually took about a year and a half to shoot it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because so much stuff that was going on. Um, but this time around, my next production,
Yeah.
we aim to do it in 14 days.
Okay, for sure.
Get
Yeah.
it out the way.
Yeah.
Be real conscious about time. One of my buddies named Eric Allman, when I told him how long it was taking for me to make the movie, he was like, "Bro,
Yeah.
why you taking you so long to make these movies, man?
Yeah.
Like, bro, you supposed to be done no less, no more than a month. You know, he said, if you
Yeah,
can get
for
this
sure.
2 weeks, 3 weeks, man, get it done." So that's why I'm looking forward to elevating my level in terms of production,
Yeah.
with getting it done the right way, and involving people that really want to do it. And
Mhm.
you know, I love to be on other people's sets, working with other people,
Yeah.
because I know the
Yeah,
challenges it
collaboration.
is. Yeah, man, it's good to see somebody. Okay, you got some, man. Holler at me. I can help you out, man. Cause
Yeah.
making movies is not easy at all.
Yeah. Nah, it's hard, man. You gotta have a lot of components come
A
together
lot of
for it.
components,
Yeah.
bro. You gotta have. Hopefully, you'll have one or two people on your side to help you get locations,
Hmm.
help you, get funding if that's what it is. You know,
Yeah.
uh, help you. Remember, you got these props to get. Help you with food. Help you with actors, and it's just a lot of stuff that go into it. For
Hmm.
one person to be trying to do all that, it's tough. Even though I've done it, I don't want to do it all the time because it's just a lot of hassle and it's pressure, and
Yeah.
it makes the process difficult when it's just one person. The pre-production of movies is probably the most difficult part of it.
Yeah.
When you get on set and shoot, you cool because you got everything there. You can just run it. Everybody know their lines. You recording, boom, it's done.
Hmm.
But before all that, that's the most difficult part, man.
Yeah. Getting everything together and in order.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, that's like the toughest part.
Mhm.
So if you can master that and really have an understanding on how to get that situated and make it work for you to where, okay, you got your schedule down and everything is going well, boom, once you start filming, you can get it done in 2 weeks, 3 weeks,
Yeah.
and you'll be done.
Okay, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
So, where do you see the future of the music? I mean, not the music, the movie industry going? 'Cause I know they still got the strike in California with the writers,
Yeah.
and then so then that kind of opened the door for a lot of independents to come out too.
Mhm.
But like you were saying, trying to get financing and the budget,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, with that gap,
Mhm.
that to me is probably the main reason that the difference between Hollywood and the independents is the budget.
Yeah.
So what do you see, you know what I'm saying, with all the new developments, where the movie industry is going towards the future?
What's a lot of talk about AI
Yeah,
right now?
yeah, that too, that
It's a
too.
lot of talk about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you could just give them a thought and they'll write you a whole
A
script.
whole script, bro. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
To
yes,
just
sir,
give a
yeah.
thought and then
Mhm.
you look up, they done gave you 30 pages of
Yeah,
something. Like
like two dudes in the tattoo shop on the podcast talk. They can write you a whole
a
script.
whole script. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
So, as a writer, for
Mhm.
example, I can understand why they're going on strike. One of the reasons why, in case a lot of people don't know, the writers are on strike because the streaming platforms that they've written content for
Mhm.
are not giving them residuals
Oh, okay.
when the stuff is played day after day.
Yeah, on the back
Hourly,
ends,
yeah,
the
no back
checks. Yeah, the
ends.
checks.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Apple made $800 million. Apple TV made $800 million last year, and the writers was
Yeah,
only asking for like 2% or 2.5%, which turns out
that
to
ain't too
be
bad.
$17 million.
Yeah.
They didn't want to give them that.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
You feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah,
So
that ain't too bad though.
that's why the writers are striking because they're not getting nothing from streaming sites on the back end of it.
Yeah.
You getting the upfront bread, but not on the back end of it. But the future to me is for an independent filmmaker
Mhm.
is great right now.
Yeah,
You know, you got opportunity to work with some people um, that have some experience, like the actors, SAG actors are on strike.
yeah,
They
yeah,
not
yeah. That too.
they
Yeah,
not getting no money from the back end.
yeah,
Although there's some regulations or restrictions that union members have to follow in terms of working with independent films, there's
Mhm.
still a lot of them are able to work with indie films. But I think as an indie filmmaker, this is a time where technology affords you not to have a lot. It doesn't. You don't have to have a lot of money
yeah,
to make movies.
yeah,
Okay, uh, if you just got people that believe in you, believe in your story,
yeah,
willing to want to work with you based off who you are and what you trying to do with your stories and stuff like that,
yeah.
you can put out good product, man. And to be honest, depending on how you shoot your stuff,
Mhm.
you don't know what the budget was.
Yeah, yeah, true.
If you
Yeah,
got
it
some
is true.
good lighting,
Yeah,
your cinematography is on point, you got good clean visuals,
yeah.
your story nice,
And then these iPhones 4K now.
iPhone, bro, you
Yeah,
can do a lot, and you got good acting. You don't know how much money a person spent on this production. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? So, as an independent filmmaker, I always say, just go for it. Use what you got, and be less concerned about if you got a lot of money. Um, if you just go out there with just the basic elements on your side, you should have a successful project, something
yeah,
that people would want to watch,
yeah, for
and,
sure.
and really do your best in terms of the pre-production.
Mhm.
If you have your pre-production down as best as you can with your locations, make sure your actors is prepped up, making sure you got the uh, best quality lighting, sound, which is huge. Sound is huge
Yeah,
for a project. If your sound is clean, your visual don't even have to be A1. It can be decent,
yeah,
but people can hear what you're saying, the story and acting is good, and you got a decent visual.
yeah,
Man, just go and try to keep working with the same people that you can in terms of crew.
yeah, yeah,
If you
yeah.
got a crew, man, that's been working with you and getting you good product and getting you good solid base for what you got going on, keep working with them people.
Yeah, yeah. I seen Tyler Perry do that well. 50 Cent took the same kind of model.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You keep your core group together.
yeah, keep
You know
your
what I'm
same
saying?
crew
Yeah,
together,
yeah.
man.
It
That's
make it like a basketball team.
mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying? Year 2, 3, 4
mm-hmm,
together. Oh man, y'all just you play in the dark.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I know you finna cut.
yeah,
Oh, he
right,
finna shoot. He want to shoot. You know what I'm saying? You start knowing each other.
Yeah,
So you know what I'm
that's
saying?
and man,
Yeah.
bro, you start knowing each other like you say. It's like a team.
Yeah.
Y'all been playing in the playoffs for 10 years.
Yeah.
Y'all know what person gonna make this move. Y'all know this person gonna do this and that, and it'll help move the project along a lot faster. Still give you that same good quality,
Mm-hmm.
and you can put out product after product. So, as an independent filmmaker, be unafraid to take certain risks and stay with a core of people
Yeah.
that's gonna aid in the process and really genuinely wanting to be involved with you and making stuff, because you never know, once your career stops, somebody else might want to jump up and do something that was part of your crew, and you can be right there with them, and y'all can just work with each other.
Yeah,
you
for
you
sure.
guys would appreciate each other.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So one more question before we get out of here though. What you think about the Tubi movies, man, and not yours, but the regular ones and the reputation that they getting right
Well,
now?
yeah, man. Well,
How can they step that up, man?
big up to Tubi.
Yeah, yeah, they doing their thing, man. They giving people opportunity, but man,
Yeah. Yeah,
they,
I know what
they
you mean.
bogus with them opportunities they
Yeah,
getting,
yeah.
man.
It's good thing for people, independent filmmakers that aspire to do big things.
Yeah,
And I like the fact that they got a platform to put
yeah,
uh, their ideas and their visuals up there. I'm glad they got this opportunity. Um, because again, it's not easy to make no movie, and if you actually put that time and effort to actually
yeah,
write a script and get these people and to get a crew, and you actually make it, you want people to see it.
yeah,
And it's tough to get distribution out here unless you link with somebody, or it's just tough. So
yeah,
Tubi made it a way for people to get their stuff up there. That being said, uh, my advice to people that are making movies and putting them on Tubi is be a little bit more creative in your
yeah,
stories, because a lot of the movies that we seeing kind of like the same in a sense,
yeah,
the
yeah,
same
yeah.
content.
Mm-hmm.
I would also
China violence, little robberies, you know what I'm saying? Stuff.
drama,
Yeah, yeah, stuff like
relationship
that.
drama.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, to each his own on what you want to make. I would also encourage directors, camera ops, and stuff like that to study movies to understand the value of being cinematic.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
How to
because that's
understand.
what they lacking.
Yeah, rack focus,
Mm-hmm.
movement, camera movement,
Yeah,
actor movement, markers.
yeah,
Um, some scenes may be too long. You know what I'm saying? So just understanding some of the basics in terms of being cinematic, if we could learn how to study more of that, I think people will look at the quality of the movies and see, oh, okay, this looks more mainstreamish.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So just adding little elements to the production, I feel like will help the movies that are on Tubi become more respectable, rather than being looked at as some old hood movie.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. They have to study the craft a little
you got to
more.
study the craft a little
Yeah,
more.
cause the one I was watching, man, they had a shootout, and they all was doing this, pow, pow, like they
Yeah.
was saying pow, pow, shooting.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
So
that's bad.
I was like, man, y'all ain't put no effort. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying? None. I was like, yeah, this is crazy.
yeah,
And that's really the only movie I seen. But I heard about Tubi before that,
yeah,
and that's what they kept saying. Like, man, this is horrible.
yeah,
And
yeah. I mean, like I say, to each his own, man.
yeah.
But as black filmmakers, we
Hmm.
just happy to have the opportunity to be seen.
Yeah, it's a platform to get
It's a
your stuff out.
platform.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
So,
saying?
and
Yeah,
I
that's what's
understand that.
big. Yeah.
Um, just have to do a better job in understanding the craft and studying it more. Watch movies for more or less what the actors is doing, or be more inclined to be observant of the technical aspect of what you're watching within the frame, the lighting in the back, the
Hmm.
contrast, the camera movements, the actor movements, how when the scene come on, how the camera start here but it ends up here, and then this is the frame in which you're gonna have the setting to start. You know, rather than it just come on and the camera just setting right here and then they
Yeah.
walk in the frame. You know what I mean? It's just certain elements that we as filmmakers should always study on how to make it interesting and bump up the cinematic quality of it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you coming through,
Yes,
man.
sir.
You know what I'm saying? Getting the people that knowledge.
For sure,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? You want to tell them where they can find your work at? If anybody want to get in tune with you? Check
Yeah.
out some movies?
Yeah, man. You can go on Tubi. I got 4 movies on Tubi right now. So if you just type in Cornell Ford, you should. There's 4 movies I got up there. I'm also on Amazon right now. So those are the 2 platforms. Voodoo, um, Hoopla. You can go on there and type my name in, Cornell Ford. My website is pending right now. I'm just revitalizing everything on the website. So when 2024 come, I have some more material out there that I'm more likely ain't gonna put up on Tubi. I'm
Yeah,
gonna be pushing to have my own platform where people can just go straight to my platform and watch
for
some of
sure,
the
for
stuff
sure.
that I got. Uh, but yeah, man, check me out on Tubi definitely, and yeah, man, leave a review, tell everybody. It's been a journey, and again, thanks for being a part of it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure,
You
man. For sure,
definitely
man.
behind the scenes, in front of the camera.
Yeah,
You done helped out, so I appreciate you, man, and congratulations on what you got going on, man. You definitely put your foot on it and just say, "This is me. This is what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
doing."
for sure, for sure.
So I'm
Yeah,
happy for you,
yeah.
man.
Appreciate it, man.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
let me get you the outro real quick.
For
Come
sure.
on.
Word.
I appreciate y'all tuning into the Tattoo Room Unfiltered. I'm the host with the most, Devon LeBroy. It's been an honor and a pleasure to sit down with Cornell Ford discussing his movies and his journey. I want y'all to live as long as y'all want and never want as long as y'all live. To the next time, plenty much love. What's up,
Word.
man?
Word. For sure.
Yeah. Oh, shit.